Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Now it's time to talk about the Blue Bomber and what I feel is the best version of Megaman X4. Now there are a multitude of reasons why I thought this game is the best version of Mega Man. This feels like all the pieces in the right place at the right time with an actual budget from Capcom, right? First and foremost, you get to just pick Zero. Now I know you get to play Zero in like X2 and X3, but it's not the same. I want to be able to just play a story about, from Zero's perspective, and they gave us that, right? Presentation wise, we get anime cutscenes. Doesn't mean a lot to some of you, but means a whole lot to me. It just takes up a notch, and we're in the middle of PlayStation days, and I felt like for you to be a great game, you needed some sort of like presentation style cutscenes, and this game had it, right? Controls fantastic. You really start to see some of the creativities with the weapons, especially I feel like in Zero stuff, even though part of his moves are just Street Fighter moves, but that's a great thing. That ain't no bad thing, right? Visually, just the smoothness of the gameplay, I felt like this was the next step, right? We went from what was fantastic and kind of reshaped the whole Mega Man series to me in the direction that I liked, what was the X series. This was the evolution of it. This was like when I played Mega Man X. This is like, okay, I'm familiar with Mega Man, but this is the next thing. This is where it becomes, its next form. So I was all on board with this. This game, if you are not familiar with the Mega Man games, particularly the X series, this is the continuation of what we had with the Super Nintendo, but just everything's taken up a notch. The gameplay is taken up a notch. The visuals is taken up a notch. The bosses, all of the things that we all enjoy about Mega Man, just right there, from the moment you start the game, everything seems kind of familiar, but it's a little new. They're introducing these characters, which some will be from the X series already. Some of them are being introduced directly now. And in this world, they are the humans, and then you have the Reploids, and some of them are going a little nutty. So you have the Maverick Hunters when they become Mavericks, and that's what X and Zero do. Now with Zero, I thought was so interesting is you have these cutscenes where you're seeing Dr. Wily, who has not been mentioned, in the X series for real, because Sigma's always been the boss. But now we're starting to see the connection between the OG Mega Man and the X series, and it's like, oh my goodness, this is getting so good. And it goes down the path that it does as a whole. But right here, in this moment in time, things made sense. Things were good. The bosses are fantastic. Obviously, I got to go and fight the fire and the ice people first, because I know that if I beat one of these, the other one will beat the other person. So I got to do that. That's just a kind of a Mega Man X tradition. You start with the fire or ice person first, and then you go and fight the other element, and then you use that element on something else, because it always is technically for something else. So this game, the bosses, the levels, everything is very memorable. The music is fantastic. Like it's a great time. Still personally, let me try that one more time for you. Still personally, it's not as high for me all time as Mega Man X, just because of the nostalgia factor. But I am, honest enough to recognize that overall package X4 is just a little bit better than X in the sense of everything it has at its disposal. The armors, the things like that you can do. There's just a lot more substance to it, a lot more depth than X. And that's, because it's on a newer system, it's to be expected. Now, if you are a fan of the Mega Man series, I'd like to know where you rank this one personally and also objectively, right? We can do both. If you are unfamiliar to this, they've put it on all kind of collections. It's not hard to find. If you want to find Mega Man X4, trust me, they want you to buy it. So I definitely say do it. You'll be doing yourself a disservice if you're a Mega Man fan and have not tried any of the X series, particularly X1 and X4. After X4, good luck. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying it's not X4. Either way, appreciate you taking out time to let me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe.